A Modern-Day Colony by John Cruz. I am a Chamorro from the island of Guam. I believe in fair and equal treatment for all citizens. I believe every legal citizen of the United States has a right to vote. I am a second-class citizen, but I believe I am an equal. Guam history. The Spanish claimed Guam as its own in 1565. Initially they came with Jesuit missionaries and tried to convert everyone to Christianity. The Spanish also wanted to use Guam as a galleon route for resupply, so they took control of the island by force. War broke out between the Chamorro people and the Spanish invaders. The people of Guam fought against the Spanish government until we were nearly eradicated through war and disease. The Spanish-American War. In 1898, the Spanish-American War resulted in Spain ceding Guam to the United States. The Spanish had no right to cede Guam to the United States because they never owned the island. Regardless, the Treaty of Paris in 1898 made Guam a U.S. possession. World War II. Guam has been part of the United States longer than Arizona, Hawaii, or Alaska have been part of the Union. During World War II, Guam was the only U.S. soil that was ever captured by a foreign enemy. Japan even changed the island's name, and many of us were forced into concentration-type camps. The island was liberated on July 21, 1944. Guam was then used as a strategic military base, which was instrumental in leading to winning the war in the Pacific. Bases were built on private lands, and many Chamorros lost access or control to their lands. We then had Navy governors in control of the island. Organic Act of Guam. In 1950, the Organic Act of Guam was signed into law and made an unincorporated territory of the United States. This act gave control of the island under the Secretary of the Department of Interior, who was under the President. The Organic Act also gave us the right to have our own government, to include an executive branch, having an elected governor, a unicameral legislative branch consisting of 21 senators. There is no House of Representatives. We also have a judicial branch with a superior court. The Organic Act also made all Chamorros on Guam U.S. citizens. However, we have no vote in presidential or national elections. We also have a representative in Congress that is a non-voting member. Guam is considered by the United Nations as one of 16 non-self-governing territories left in the world. Military buildup. The United States also reserved a large part of the island for military bases. Recently, the United States has made a decision to move approximately 8,000 Marines and their family members currently in Japan to the island of Guam. A total of about 42,000 people will be relocated. The current population on Guam is about 175,000. With the added military members and their families, this would be an immediate 25% increase in population. The island is only 30 miles long. The long and short-term effects of a sudden 25% population increase remains to be seen, but the United States is moving forward with these plans by 2012. This decision was made without the approval of the government of Guam. Public health and environmental health concerns. What kind of environmental and public health studies have been performed to prepare for such a sudden increase in population? Housing, overcrowding, urbanization, and the availability of quality water needs to be addressed prior to the military arriving on the island. Increased pollution and wastewater treatment are also areas of concern. Guam and the United States, a partnership. Guam is part of the United States, and it continues to be treated as a possession or colony rather than an equal partner. Our citizens do not have a voting member in Congress, nor do we have a right to vote for a president that can make decisions that affects the island. The Chamorro people are treated as second-class citizens. This, I believe, is unequal treatment and goes against everything the United States stands for. This, I believe, needs to be changed.